So, as you may know, I used to work in a charity shop. I used to work in Age UK in Macclesfield, and last week I was told I don't work there anymore. Why? Well, I go back a couple of months to when I started, and if you can remember, I did a video, an out and about video, and in the out and about video, I popped into Age UK, and in that video, you can see everything is just a mess. I decided that it needed sorting out and I'd like to have a go and help out. Had an application form, filled it all in, and I started to sort out all the bad from the good, getting rid of damaged stuff, bootlegs, and putting out stuff that was in good enough condition to sell. And I started to improve the physical media section in the charity shop. I was told by the manager that they usually average around maybe £4 a day, but about a month after I started, the sales had increased to around or nearly £20, and that was really good. In fact, in one day, I was told that they managed to sell around £56 worth of stuff, and that was all down and thanks to me. And I thought, well, they're not going to want to see me go, not when I'm helping them raise all this amount of money. But yeah, things have changed. I noticed at the beginning of the year that things were being put out without being checked, so I pulled them back, checked them, threw away all the ones that were in terrible condition and different things, and put out stuff that was in good condition. I told a staff member, which that went ignored. I eventually told the manager, because she wasn't in at the time that I told her, so I waited until she was in. And what I told her pretty much fell on deaf ears. So I decided I'm going to take a week or two away, and I went in about just over a week or nearly 2 weeks later, and I was told by another staff member that the manager wanted to have a word with me. So I popped in the next day and had a word with her, and she basically said that my name had been taken off the books after all the hard work that I'd done. She just pulled my name off. That felt really, really disheartening. And I left that place kind of like spaced out, because I had no idea that I was going to be told, we don't want you anymore. And I had worked my fingers to the bone. A bloke came in with around 300, 400 CDs. I can't remember. I never actually counted them, but it was a lot. I sorted every single title out. I busted my finger on a broken CD case. I worked my fingers to the bone. When I was there, I never stopped for breaks. I worked and worked to sort out every single title. I must have sorted 10,000 CDs and DVDs, probably even more than that. And I loved doing it. I enjoyed it. And to be let go in the way that I have, and to say that someone else is coming in to do it because you're not putting them out quick enough, is very disheartening, and it's upsetting, because the loyalty that I showed, the dedication that I put in, meant absolutely nothing to anybody there. All they care about is a bag of DVDs have come in, shove them out. And that's what this new person's doing. He doesn't complain. He doesn't even understand what he's doing. I've been in and I've seen bootlegs on the shelf, Region 1 stuff. He's worked there all but 5 minutes and they've already had 2 returns. Nobody returned anything when I was there. And he just goes in a bag and shoves shit straight onto them shelves, without even bothering to check that the disc is in there, whether it's the right disc, whether it's in good condition, bootlegs, Region 1, whatever the region code may be. Doesn't care. As long as it's out on the shelf and it's a mess, just like it was before I started. And I am very upset, because my section wasn't in perfect tidiness. You know, it's a charity shop. It was tidy enough so that nobody would, fall over anything. But my piles did get a little bit high, and all she had to do was just tell me, can you put some more stuff out, please? I would have done that. But nobody said, can you do that? I was ignored as well. I loved working in there, and to be just pushed out like a piece of crap is upsetting. And I will miss working in there, not for the people, because the people were waste of space at times, but it's the customers. An elderly gentleman asked me to help him to look for some Johnny Cash, and I did my best. And he likes his Elvis, and I did my best to put aside some Elvis stuff for him. And next time he was in, I showed it to him, and he bought the ones that he didn't have. People have asked me can you keep an eye out for such and such a film? Yes, I'll keep an eye out for it. I put it to one side for him. If it was in good enough condition, I'd let him know. But if it wasn't, then I wouldn't bother, because they wouldn't want it damaged any road. But I did my best to help people and keep people happy. A bloke come in and asked me, have you got any more CDs? I don't know. A man came in with a massive list, and he was looking for classical music, and he had a stack massive. He must have been buying about 30 CDs. Everybody was happy with what they was buying, and people knew that I had sorted everything out and took the time to check every individual disc, whether that be in a complete box set of like 40 discs, like a Supernatural box set of seasons 1 to 10, 60 discs. Every disc would be checked. A Downton Abbey complete Blu-ray box set would be completely checked. I remember a Sharp box set coming in. It should have had about 10 or 12 discs in it, and there was 8 discs missing from the set. I had to chuck it away because there was 8 discs missing. It was disheartening to throw stuff away, but if it was in terrible condition, it had to be gone. But yeah, Christmas stuff, when Christmas was over, kept them out for a couple of weeks, and then I pulled them off and replaced it with stuff that was more relevant, that people wanted. But yeah, just any old shit is now put out on them shelves. So if you are in the Macclesfield area and you do go into Age UK, just make sure that what you're buying is not bootleg or from another country, because it's not being checked by me. And I always made sure that what was put out on the shelf, whether it be region, if it was region 1, I would put a little sign on saying you need a multi-regional player in order to play it, just so that nobody bought it and realised that it didn't work on their players. Always had people in mind. We had stuff stolen from the store, and the manager couldn't have give a monkey. She couldn't care less. She just laughed at it. She was always singing in your face, and that's not how I wanted to work. I wanted to just be on my own, focused, and get on with the job, because that's all I cared about. I loved doing it. And to be just pushed aside for some old man who hasn't got a clue what he's doing is very upsetting for me. And I am really going to miss it, because I thoroughly enjoyed doing that and raising all that money, improving my section. I am proud of everything that I have achieved in there, and I will hold my head high, because I've got nothing to be ashamed of. And I'm proud of everything that I've done since August to improve it. But if you are in the Macclesfield area and you do go into Age UK, as I said, make sure you check, double check, and even triple check everything, because you could be out of pocket. So just be warned. But yeah, would I ever work in another charity shop? At the moment, I don't think I ever would, but there's perhaps time for this to settle down, and I could change my mind. But as of right now, I don't see myself going in another charity shop. But yeah, it's disheartening for all the hard work and dedication that I've done to be just flicked off like that. So yeah, I don't work in Age UK anymore because I'm not just shoving any old shit out quick enough. But that's not how I saw the job. I saw the job as going through everything and going through it with care. But that's not how they want it. So that's it. I don't work at Age UK anymore. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. So if you want to like the video, comment and subscribe, that would be amazing. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. So until next time, take care and thank you for watching.